the green light go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. These two teams all tied after one. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Love. He's going to look deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 6. It's complete to Diggs. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Cook following the penalty. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Off the play fake. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The throw over the middle, taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now this throw caught left side. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Second down and inches. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They're going to look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Second and 3. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. Third and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. General West.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you...
It's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw. Love. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Looking to throw. Love. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watching your 5. Let's get the ball. Mike, 55. Check.
2nd and 9 now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't fine.
2nd and 14. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On first down, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
54. All day. All high 7. Let's go.
Throwing again. Love taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Check 24, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 44 yards. They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey His 17th touchdown now on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a game of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ricky. 55's my guy, 55. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's get it. Hey, watch the slide. Motion. Scene 6. Mike 55. Mike 55. 1, 2, 3.
On 4th down, Love. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Right there. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off play action. Love. And the catch made by Hopkins. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's get that ball right here.
Operating from the gun. Love. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 15. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Back to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and 13. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on second down. Love. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. 25 yards that time.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh. Check tight.
Back to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Love. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now it's caught inside the 25.
Let's go, baby.